for dig number 8, the final dig of the Angelarium Excavation. So in this dig, I'm just going to go over using the cards, walking the path, and the history. So within the book, here's the using the cards section. Very quick read. And a quick little paragraph for walking the path, and then a few little paragraphs of the history of Angelarium. So let's go ahead and get into it. Using the cards. The path you take through these cards is your own. Though they hold their own truths, the ultimate truth always lies in your own interpretation. Leave your mind open to the sights that come to you unbidden. Meditate on where these visions come from and where they lead you. The reflections that you experience when you gaze upon the cards are the true meanings. So I love that about this deck, and it's very true of many decks. Your intuitional interpretation of each card as you see it will be spot on over any reader that may be reading for you, okay? So like this whole dig, I gave you my interpretation of each card the way I see it, but that moment that we spent in quiet with just a little bit of music in the background at the beginning of each card, if you participated in that, I hope you wrote down what you thought. And if you didn't participate in that, I invite you to go back and just look at each card in that little snippet I leave, like 10 seconds before each card for you to look at, and then get your own interpretation, because that's how Spirit speaks to us. We get quiet and we look at an image, or we listen to a piece of music, or whatever the case may be, and we get quiet and we allow the information to come to us. And that is something that if you practice every day just a little bit, and you can do it just by looking at an image every day and allowing yourself to get information, and it can be any image of anything, and allow yourself to get the information from that image or from that piece of music, you get the idea. Then we end up cultivating this open line of communication with our inner world that is always communicating with us, whether or not we're listening. So let's go ahead and move on now. The next section is daily meditation. Shuffle the deck as you meditate and pull a single card from the pile when you are ready. Take note of where this card exists in the tree, which is here, and contemplate its relationship to your own daily experience. Take notes on how your relationship with the cards unfolds over time. When I move in different places in my life, the cards will end up having a little bit different meaning based on where I'm at in life. So I love that these creators put that in here. Okay, focus card. Draw a card at random from the pile and lay it in front of you. Concentrate on its position within the tree as you reshuffle the pile. Draw 4 more cards and lay them out above, below, left, and right to create a cross shape. How do the cards' relationships strike you? How is this orientation similar to the tree, and how does it differ? Is there meaning in their arrangement that speaks to your experiences? Let the examination of these images allow you to seek an inner truth. So that's really funny. I just said that and then read them basically saying what I said. So there's different spreads you can use with these cards, and that cross one is a very valuable one. So you just put 1 in the middle and then 4, boop, 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 boop. And you can look at that as, for pretend, just to show you a way to read different cards. Let's say these are cards. So the middle card can represent you. The lower card can represent within, the inner world. The upper one can represent the outer world, okay, in relationship to you. And the right can the left can represent the past, and the right can represent the future. Okay, so there's many different interpretations that you could use for this one spread here as just an example for you. So let's go ahead and finish reading this. Let me pull everything together real quick. Okay, so that was the focus card part of it. And now walking the path. This is just a paragraph. Start by arranging the 11 emanation cards face up in their natural arrangement. So this guide here will tell you where to place them, okay? Shuffle the remaining 22 cards and place 9 at random along all 9 spaces of the path, starting from Qatar and walking all 9 steps downward toward Malkuth. So you would give an extra card here, is what they're saying in these spots here. So you've got your 11, the black and gray and white emanation cards, and then this mid-tone shade of gray would be your angel cards, okay? Use this path to consider your recent experiences or experiences you are visualizing for the future. The whole journey from start to finish has the capacity to mirror the paths within your life. Whether you choose to examine your journey as a whole or a single meaningful moment is up to you. Let this be a roadmap to guide you to your own personal insight. Now, I think for me personally, that doing this huge spread, because that's really huge when you lay all those out, this would be a great monthly or quarterly spread to do. But for me, it would be far too much to do any more often than that. I would probably be more open to doing the cross, or maybe 3 cards out, and you can use the 3 cards as past, present, and future. And you can also use them as the center card being you, and the left card being your inner life, and the right card being your outer life. You can adapt it however you wish, but this would be a huge spread, and for me it would be only used rarely. No, absolutely no more than once a month. Okay, now the history of Angelarium is this much here, okay? It started back in 2004 as a series of 12 angel portraits. This was the basis for everything that has happened in my career over the past 10 years, and returning to it has brought me back to the feelings of excitement I've always had about creating art. Angelarium is not a series of illustrations. It's not an art book or a comic book. It's not a series of prints or figurines. It's a space where we can use metaphor to describe our shared experiences. This gives it the freedom to manifest in any medium and tell any number of stories. My goal is My goal for it is to create honest, interesting work in as many mediums and with as many collaborators as I can. And that is a very deep and in-depth look at the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations. So come on back. Thank you for concluding this excavation with me. And come on back and look forward to this deck being used in all of your readings coming up on this channel in the future. I wish you well, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.